Hello there, everybody. It's Mr. Egg and Alex once again asking who's here, because we're here, and so is Thunderlips from Rocky 3.
There's a there's a dead naming joke here to be made, but I'm not making it.
Oh, mind out the gutter.
I just let's not get unnecessarily political.
Yeah. This show does not endorse politics, just a general. Here's Willie Mac,
Yes,
who is not the Big Mac Daddy.
but big boy, big powerhouse, and surprisingly agile for it.
Yeah. But Steve is the rapper. Who the hell's this? Is that Steve Austin?
That's
It's stunning, Steve Austin. Hollywood blonde Steve Austin. Oh, great. Let's hope he isn't as much of a loose cannon as his tag team partner.
Things can only get better from here.
Are you sure? I was wondering why there was Puerto Rico brochures on our desk this evening.
Wait, you were just, planning a vacation?
No, I was definitely not planning a vacation to Puerto Rico, the heart of the Caribbean.
Clearly.
Former TBS champion? Julia Hart?
Yes. Looking to prove once again that the house always wins.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of the House of Black. I believe we saw them in the Trios tournament, but not since. And speaking of women who have something to prove, I don't really know what Lana has to prove. Here's Lana.
Maybe Lana's trying to pull a repeat and once again win by doing nothing.
Maybe. Or will she be saying Dos Vidania? Yes, I know they're not Russian, but that's a reference from 2K22, so... I didn't realize we were getting a Lucha Underground representative this early. It's Barty the Moth Martinez, and I'm glad the ref is not female. Marty Martinez can be a bit creepy with women.
And yet we have Julia and Lana in there.
They were given the warning.
And your champion, looking to be the first in this series to retain.
I would be sad if it was indeed Sean Waltman to retain.
I know,
of all the people.
4 slots in the tags.
Yeah. Like,
he does all his names.
X-Pac, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Sean Waltman, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some of those are made up.
This is another one of those where it's an interesting mix of bodies, skill levels, talent, likability.
And Hulk Hogan.
That's why I said likability.
Yeah, I think Hulk Hogan's its own category. Well, technically, it's Thunderlips, which is not Hulk. It's played by Hulk. So it's 1 degree separate.
It's 1 degree of separation, which honestly is still an improvement.
Yeah, we'll take it. It's like how that Steve Austin is 1 degree removed from this Steve Austin. Which one am I pointing out for that in this? You'll never know.
Do you think referee Steve Austin even recognizes himself as stunning Steve Austin?
Yes, I think he's cringing in the corner, to be honest.
That's why he's not been moving for the past...
Yeah, oh no, there you go. There's your commentator's curse.
You heard me.
If we need to will fix it to existence, we just get Alex to say them, and it happens.
Apparently.
We'll say the opposite, and it happens, I should say. What often
This will not get 1 million views.
May I wish.
I don't think it works that way.
We will not be voted best YouTube channel 2025. I'm giving us
I
a
mean,
year. I'm giving us a year.
So, yeah, well, give us a year at least.
Yeah, I'm
We're giving
giving a
us
year, precisely.
Even with a year, I don't think we're gonna get that far.
AEW sold out before they even had a show, so don't worry. Yeah, we don't have $1 billion, or the Young Bucks, or Kenny Omega, or whatever the hell a Michael Nakazawa is, but, you know. I will admit, it is good to see Primo.
So I haven't seen much from the clones recently.
I mean, we've seen a lot from Carlito.
Yes. But,
Primo, of course, was, I believe, part of the first brothers tag team to win tag team gold in the modern era of wrestling for WWE. That being PG and onwards.
Maybe I could see
It was WrestleMania 26, I believe. It was the opening contest. Primo had an afro. That's how I know.
That's how you know what, that they won, or?
No, that's how I know it was Primo, not Epico.
Right.
Also, slight tangent. I love the Primo's theme. I do like Barcode. It's a stupid name, but it's an actually decent theme.
It's not bad.
There's a backstabber!
And a knee bar from Stunning Steve Austin onto the large legs of Willie Mack.
And Lana nearly sent to a one-way flight to Puerto Rico.
In this case, Puerto Rico being the loserweight division.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would require a knockout. That's been the style at the time.
I mean, it has been, but also I feel like that would have been one of the quickest eliminations from this match we've had in a while, so...
True.
Roll up on the Stunning Steve.
6 only manages a 2. 6 going after Hulk Hogan. Well, Hulk Hogan pretending to be another man who distinctly looks like Hulk Hogan, sounds like Hulk Hogan, and acts like Hulk Hogan.
Bull talk from Julia onto Primo, and then the ladies are teaming up on Primo. Never mind.
That's commentator curse number 2. They're teaming up on Epic. Never mind. Like Primo. Damn, I just did it!
Backdrop driver onto Stunning Steve Austin.
So far, no one has been standing out as overly dominant in the match.
No, I think a lot of big shots from everybody, but everyone currently being able to take them.
There's the 6 Facebook X Factor malarkey.
Julia stealing the pin.
Not enough. The house did not win the pin. Marty Martinez, meanwhile, headlock onto Thunder Lips.
Hell of a choice of a nickname.
PKO applied onto Lana. And belly to Thunder Lips into the corner.
Everyone else on the other side sort of brawling it out.
Lana trying to pin the Creepy Man. The Creepy Man's not out. Oh, nope. Stunning Steve going to the High Red District. Gets counted by 6.
Sunset flip power bomb.
Not enough.
Not quite enough.
Lana's swearing allegiance. Oh no, I think Champ might be out. And there goes Steve Austin as well.
Julia taking the 20 count.
Julia. Hogan's gonna watch them do the 20 count. This is perhaps this is not the first one I would have thought Hogan would do, but hey. Lana, sorry, are you okay, Julia? Well, there we go. Lana's out. It's not quite commentator's curse. Julia is still on top of 6.
I mean, this could be a master strategy from the house. I'm
What?
not sure what that strategy is.
Don't get involved.
Yeah, let everyone else fight it out first.
Marty's
Roll up.
just staring at Julia.
Willie Mac able to keep in this?
Can somebody wake up Julia? Mac attack. Primo. There we go. Thanks, Primo.
Primo waking Julia up.
Primo, the hero we needed. Oh, whack the bomb from Monty Martinez.
Hell of a maneuver, driving all of the air out, but Thunderlips able to hold on.
Not see a Wagner bomb in a long time. Pioneered, of course, by Dr. Wagner and his son, Dr. Wagner Jr. Very vicious technique. High between a Dominator and a Power Bomb.
Yeah, and onto the knees as well. Just for that extra, salt in the wound, as it were. Extra twist of the knife.
Beautiful sweep there by Primo. Unable to maintain his energy, though. I think he winded himself a little bit on there.
So it was a forearms from Julia.
And we had an Emerald Flosion there by Willie Mack. Crossbody by Primo onto Martinez. Martinez is out. Primo with the most eliminations at 2.
Hulk Hogan pressing Julia. Yes, that.
Yeah, let's not dive into that as much as you want. As much as it's easy to.
Yeah.
Belly tap, belly exploder.
Bear hug from Thunderlips.
Sounds so bad hearing the name.
Uh-huh.
Why Thunderlips? Why not anything else but Thunderlips?
Someone really thought that was a good idea. They probably thought it was absolutely hilarious.
And Stallone probably thought it was too. Backdrop onto Lana.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Thank God he actually went for the right target, even though Julia moved him out of the way.
I'm pretty certain he did kind of connect the Lana, though.
Yeah, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, he didn't get all of it, thank God. Maybe only a headbutt at the most.
That is a big boy moonsault.
That is a big boy super kick. Get on to Primo. And the rest of the field is willing to let it happen. Primo eliminated. Willie Mack, Julia Hart, and Thunderlips are the last 3.
Mainstay of the independents and has had a few appearances on AEW. We have, the self-proclaimed Queen of Hearts.
And a Hulk Hogan character.
And Hulk Hogan.
And Hulk Hogan, for all intents and purposes.
Hulk Hogan playing Hulk Hogan playing Hulk Hogan.
No, Hulk Hogan playing Hulk Hogan's brother, who is similar to Hulk Hogan, but not quite Hulk Hogan.
Being played by Terry Bollea.
But not Horace. They're cousins.
Of course.
Yeah,
Big hip toss.
And a carryover there. Julia looking for the biggest win of their career so far in multi-portal wrestling.
Yeah, as we say, House likes to say, it always wins. Did not have, quite as much luck as it would like in the Trios Rumble.
Choke onto Julia, taking advantage of the strength.
Bit of a freak of nature, is that Willie Mack?
He's not quite the freak of nature, he doesn't do the kip up.
Yes.
Body slam on top of 6.
It's the difference between a hell of a kick and a haluva kick.
If I'm not mistaken, 6 might be the first champion eliminated by knockout.
Maybe?
Well, he's up there. He's only one of the first.
Many.
Now I think about it, maybe Frozen was knocked out? I don't remember. I try to forget
For
the
me,
Frozen.
especially being the first eliminated by knockout as well.
Yeah, I try to not remember the Frozen era. That was 1 week.
Technically two, but he wasn't here for one of those.
He was busy fighting the Underminer, okay? He's allowed to, it's his job. I mean, I think it's his job. Is it his job? Does he get paid to do that?
I was saying, it is superheroing in Municipalburg a career path?
I mean, that depends. Is it Vought International? There goes Thunderlips, by the way.
It's definitely. I mean, no, it's definitely not Vought, but it could be like a My Hero situation.
True, but then you need a scholarship. I guess if you are part of the governmental body of the city of Municipalburg, please let us know. That's on a postcard.
Yeah, we are left with Willie Mack and Julia Hart.
Yeah, definitely a strange two. Willie Mack would be a very good contender to defend the Who's It Championship. Yeah, to see him go for the stunner though.
I would almost say that so is Julia. Like, she had a lengthy reign with that TBS championship before losing it.
It's true. I think that was kind of the crowning moment of the AEW career. There's that stunner, as I mentioned. It could be enough. I got it by Steve. It sure will be.
Yeah, referee Steve Austin approves. Willie Mack winning the Who's Here Championship with a stunner.
Yeah, Willie Mack potentially has what it takes to be a very dominant champion. But we've had so many different potential champions in the past that who knows? Only time will tell, but for now, Willie gets to celebrate with the belt. Congratulations to you, sir. Now, folks, if I could offer you any piece of advice for the next match, get your popcorn now. Because this has the potential of being a long one.
Yeah, we found out last week that our current Loserweight champion doesn't actually like going for pins, so this could go for a while.
Yeah, this could go for an hour, if we're unlucky.
Yes, our two competitors that were knocked out in the Who's Here Championship match last week.
Yeah, they are both here tonight looking to, avoid such a bad place to be.
Hopefully nothing being too awkward about the fact that Brian Keith was unconscious face first into Frozen's ass.
I don't think we need to worry about that. But yeah.
I hope we don't.
Here is the champion, Michael Tarver, representing the Nexus. So, that's what he be.
At least he's saying he's representing the Nexus. I don't think anyone's told him.
I don't want to ruin his day.
Yeah, I think it's bad enough.
Like, let him believe he's still a member of the Nexus.
I mean, what else does he have, really?
A rap career?
No, what does he actually have, though?
A rap career.
Making rap songs does not give you a rap career. That's not how that works.
I mean, he did PJ Black's theme. That's a career. That one thing is his career.
No, one thing is a job. It has to be multiple things to be a career.
Does that mean this is our career?
We're not getting paid for this.
Wait, you're not?
No, unfortunately, no. No, I'm not.
Yeah. I've been taking these Budweisers for free?
This is a...
No, Steve Weisers. Well, we're not.
This is where we would plug a Patreon if we had one.
This is where we would plug vodka and orange if we had one. Considering last time we did have quite a few to deal with whatever a Michael Tarver is.
Yes, there were a lot of screwdrivers going around.
There's a lot of things and stuff. And, you know, again, I'm just hoping it's like not going to take a million hours. Hey, pinfall!
Yes, Frozone going for a pinfall, that is an improvement over last week.
What a novel concept. What an extremely novel concept. I would never have thought of that.
Imagine
Ever.
going for a pinfall in a wrestling match.
I know. That's mental. Who the hell would go for a pinfall in a wrestling match?
Your loserweight champion is very confused.
Loserweight champion looking at Rosa going, what is a pin? Not to insult Miss Harper too much. Not to insult Mrs. Harper's intelligence too much, but, you know, his AI has been rather, existent? Existent! That's the word we'll use. His capabilities have been available. Utilized? Maybe not, but they're there.
Figure 4 from Frozone.
But let's see. Does Michael Tarver learn from osmosis?
Will Michael Tarver learn from...
No, that's a submission, though.
Yeah, we have an abdominal stretch.
That's progress. That's great progress.
Soup.
Play.
Jumping headbutt from Brian Keith.
I mean, you know. All in all, I hope that this proves to be a wonderful teaching experience for Mr. Tall. A learning experience of pinfalls.
I'm sure someone will learn something from this match.
Probably me and how to cry.
Like, it's a countdown to corpsing again.
Oh, I started corpsing before we got here. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was like we have the man on standby.
Wait, you got Randy Savage on standby?
I didn't say which man I had on standby. I just said the man.
You got Becky Lynch on standby?
I wish I had Becky Lynch on standby.
I don't think Seth Rollins would like us to have Becky Lynch on standby.
What do you think I've got her on standby for?
I don't know, but I think he still wouldn't be very happy. Seth Rollins. Have you ever seen him happy?
I mean, pretty much as long as your name isn't CM Punk, yeah.
Oh. This is about the time to say I changed my name to CM Punk.
It would be, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a weird thing for you to do, honestly.
I was tired. That's my explanation.
Belly to belly.
But like, okay. In this situation, who do you think has the advantage?
Well, Frozone is a former Who's Here champion, but
yeah, I don't think that says much. Yeah, I don't think that says anything actually. That's a 2.9. Frozone willing to watch.
2.9 off a Liger bomb. Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those. It's like we've said when multi-man matches the loserweight. It's do you care more about winning immunity or do you care more about not winning the title?
I would care about both.
See, I am fully in the camp that just not having the loserweight title is more important than being immune for it. Although we did see, you know, last week we had our first instance of immunity actually coming into play.
Yeah, like, you never know when it comes in handy. It's best to have it than not have it.
Like, 2 different people's immunity became very important last week.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it. You know, it's something that is residual in a way. You know, it stays with you.
It is forever. And Zaguri takes out the current loserweight champion.
Oh no, Frozone. Power bomb.
Jackknife.
Brian Keefe says no to your net breaker.
once again canceling that backslide into a knees stunner.
There's no to it. Hits the other opponent with it. Not a bad technique in all honesty.
Soup. And a scoop.
And a drag. And a whack.
Double team.
Double team on Brian Keith. Now, I haven't actually thought about this. What happens if they knock out someone with a tag team move? Have you actually asked the portal how that works?
You are the arbiter of this division. You need to decide who gets the immunity in that case.
I guess it would be based on a move-by-move basis.
Who gets most of it?
Yes. So, like, if it was prompted by Frozone, Frozone would get it. If it was prompted by Tava, Tava would get it.
I mean, I don't know if we've had any loserweight matches end from...
Oh my god, a pinfall happened!
Pinfall happened on Tava. So hopefully Tava's learned a thing. Tava's still your loserweight champion.
Yeah.
Brian Keith gaining immunity.
And the match only lasted 15 minutes!
Which, after last week, thank God.
Cheers to that! Congratulations to Brian Keith! Huzzah! They didn't tell me the portal went through other dimensions.
Yes, from the, what was it, 5th dimension, 7th dimension? I don't know.
5th.
5th dimension. And wherever the Ascension are from.
Parts unknown.
I mean, close enough.
No, they are parts unknown.
That's not what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, so why are we having this match other than the premier athletes wanting to show off that they have in fact gotten a new member, and that new member has in fact gotten a title already
on his debut? Yes.
Well, we were planning this spot to be the trios finals, but we have been informed by the number one contenders of we've been informed by Bandito, because he still hasn't told us who he's teaming with, that his team is not ready. They are not available. So
yes,
we're doing this instead. Yeah,
it appears the portal was very generous in allowing them to take a break so we can all have Stardust. I personally think the portal's a dick, but hey presto.
Yeah, the team not being ready, we consulted with Thatcher's faction. They are willing to take the extra week to rest. So.
I mean, I don't blame the Thatcher faction. Ring, just freaking the ring technicians as far as I'm concerned. Considering how much of a performance they put on. They put on a hell of a showing.
Was not the easiest contest taking on Bullet Club Gold last week. But they did win. They have moved on to the finals.
And from Stardust into honor of the Ascension. I feel as though the Ascension are often forgotten in terms of their skill level, considering their latter bookings.
Yes, towards the end of their WWE run, they were certainly sort of left in the shadows, made more of a joke. But when they first showed up in NXT, they were a dominant force, and then some.
Yeah, it took Finn Balor, then NXT champion, teaming up with, I can't remember who they teamed up with.
Is it Samoa Joe?
Yeah, actually, I think it might have been Samoa Joe.
Basically signed a deal with the devil in the form of Samoa Joe to be able to take them out and topple them from the top of the tag division.
The Ascension were dominant. They beat up Scotty 2 Hotty.
Unfortunately, that then came back to bite them in the ass, and part of the reason why they were buried on the main roster.
Not really. They defended the title against them.
I meant more just a bunch of legends deciding they wanted to come back and get revenge.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I blame Scotty.
I was saying Scotty was actually fine with it. It's just, a bunch of other legends feeling they needed to come to the honor of the old generation for some reason.
A beautiful backdrop into a neck breaker there for the Ascension. Then two big clubbing forearms from Connor and Victor.
Yeah, they are not the smaller men. They are not smaller men. There's quite the bodies to be sandwiched in between.
I remember when Victor showed up in the all NXT format. He was described as, and I quote, a rat.
I mean, I can kind of see it.
I can kind of get it, yeah. But if I squint a little and I pretend he has fur, maybe a dead ringer for Ratatouille, but hard to say.
STO counters whatever Tony Nese was going for in the corner there.
Tony unable to capitalize. Beautiful rolling cover there. Not enough though. Yeah. No, going back though to the competitors that were meant to be here, I am still floored by that technique from Mr. Tisha, the running up the corner moonsault. He pulled out the bag.
That was a feat of athleticism we would have expected out of someone more like Vinci, not Axel, but
I feel as though they're kind of training each other in each other's techniques.
Yeah, they say iron sharpens iron. I think that's very much going to be, seen in those three working together. Yeah, we saw a few times them hitting that, power bomb into German suplex combo that, that was quite a devastating maneuver in itself.
It's true. I mean, they also say a jack of all trades is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. So, having everyone know each other's techniques means that everyone can apply it.
Variety and talent is a powerful thing. And I believe it is Tony Nese currently being counted out.
Yes, it is. Tony Nese and Victor, both illegal men. Down Valley Driver by Sean Davari, our current Never Openweight champion.
As we look to bring things back together, I believe by the looks of it, actually Connor might be now legal. I think a tag was made within the kerfuffle on the both on the inside and the outside.
I believe so. Tag into Ari Davari. They knew what they did. The longest standing member
of a few factions, but in this case we're specifically talking about the premier athletes.
I just wanted to clarify, did you mean the Trustbusters or
I was literally thinking the Trustbusters.
Yeah, I knew you were thinking the Trustbusters, because that's where my head went as well.
So someone on Reddit asked about gave a list of, forgettable short run AEW factions, and I'm like, no Trustbusters?
Trustbusters weren't forgettable, is the thing, though. I remember them.
I remember them.
How could you forget Slim J?
Yeah. I mean, they tried to use Parker Bordeaux in multiple ways, and none of them were good.
It turns out Parker Bordeaux was not as good as people said he was.
Cobra Clutch. Victor able to, break that up.
Yeah, freeing up the airways of Stardust. Throws Shawn to the outside.
It's interesting to see Ari Davari bringing in a bit more of a submission game. We've seen him mostly be a striking and a bit of high flying, but trying to diversify his skill base. We say sharpening iron with iron. Training with
You say that, but go back through Don Davari's managerial list, and you'll see a lot of submission finishes. Muhammad Hassan had the camel clutch. The Great Ali had the vice grip. So,
again,
a little bit of knowledge.
More of these influences, strengthening the team as a whole.
But, I mean, to be fair, I believe in TNA he also used the camel clutch. But it was his finisher in WWE as well was the camel clutch. Though he didn't win very often, so you didn't see it.
Well, I mean, there you go.
But he's always had the camel clutch in his back pocket. The technique discovered by, I believe it was Gory Guerrero? It was one of the Guerreros, that's for sure. Alabama Slammer take you to the Matadama.
I feel like that sounded better. I feel like that scanned better in your head.
It did, but we made it. We made it work.
We got there, kinda. Soup.
It's the Alabama Slammer with the force of a hammer. That one works.
Yes, that one's better. Soup. Both men down. Tony Nese getting up. I almost just called him Teenies. Like
Teenies. Why does that sound like something you'd hear being a noise in the Pink Panther opening? Teenies. 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 Teenies.
Sounds like someone's weird posh cousin.
Oh, teenies. Sounds like you butchered a cocktail. You heard of a martini, but have you heard of a martinis?
So it sounds like something that's on a menu in like a random rural cafe.
It's next to the Gravalas.
Yeah, just Gravlax, Teenies, you know.
Gravalas, teenies, words you didn't think were real. Also, I'd love to know what rimmed is.
Do you?
I mean, it's when it's on the map. Like, yeah, I,
mean,
want
yes,
to know
it
what
is,
rimmed is. What?
Okay, yeah, sure. That's slightly better phrasing.
I know what rimming is. Jesus. And I just want to know if they do, like, wheels. I don't know. I don't speak, like, Japanese sponsor of Dragon Gate.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, this is Dragon Gate. I'm pretty certain. It's definitely Japan. Yeah, it's Dragon's Gate. I just saw the dragon's horns on the apron. It's weird. The Multiversal portal just puts a ring in there, and we get confused all the time.
Rings do just appear.
It's like, you know when the Terminator shows up and it's like a scorch mark in the grass? Basically that.
Wrestlers appear and so does a ring.
Yeah, but the wrestlers do not appear like the Terminator. The Terminator did appear once.
Yes.
And lost. And lost.
To the top rope.
Magic carpet ride, not enough.
How is Prince Amin these days?
Princey.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Magic carpet ride the second, not enough again.
Still not getting a good cover out of that. Think he's recoiling a little off of the landing.
Yeah, I think perhaps he's landing a bit too flat. You can hurt your own knees doing it, but you can force yourself into quite a bit of pain on the landing.
You can hurt your own knees. You can hurt your own stomach with it, like
your elbows as well.
Yeah, you can win. You can wind yourself hitting someone else with a frog splash. Like
it's high risk for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. That was cool.
Almost a inverted bulldog.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lariat attack, I guess. You know,
yeah.
You just jump at the lariat and just keep hold.
Inverted zigzag.
Connor, not the fastest man.
Torture rack.
He is getting plummeted to the floor, though.
Yeah, but you gotta think Connor probably took some damage from that fall in the process.
Yeah, but there is collateral.
At least the submission was broken.
I think a bit of miscommunication there. Telling these ice ripped into Stardust.
Yeah, but it has been a long time since we've seen the Ascension teaming up with Stardust.
You think Stardust knows Cody doesn't have a beard anymore? And isn't living in the Alaskan archipelago?
Do you think Stardust knows that Cody has returned at all?
I know Cody knows of Stardust. I know they know each other. I always saw them as ships passing in the night, you know what I mean?
Shoulder breaker.
No, don't do the Papa Shango, please.
I was like, Tony Nese is not Papa Shango.
There is no black magic, just pure muscle. Attack into Sean Davari via Tony Nese.
Yeah, showing some cohesion with the new member. Trading blows.
Grab kick by the former Sheikh Abdul Bashir. Former member of the Country unit as well.
Yeah, well experienced member. Good, like a good addition to the Premier athletes.
And can we just highlight that fake out from Stardust? Took the blow, wandered forward to indicate he was dazed, and then immediately captured with a complete shot.
Yeah, like good bit of misdirection. We've seen a few bits and pieces of misdirection from Stardust within the years. Low blow.
Right in Sean's Tafaris. There's the other Tafaris.
Making sure he gets both of them.
You gotta hit both Tafaris, you know? DDT. Hammerlock DDT, in fact.
Yeah, hammerlock style, making it get harder to defend the phase.
Got a chance, Davari over his shoulder, over the Nebula. Davari, Death Valley Diver, DVD.
High angle. Dropping Connor right on the top of his head. Doesn't capitalize on it. Series of big boots.
I'm surprised someone hasn't done a finisher. Where it's like high damage, Death Valley Driver. In HD DVD. That feels like a pun that should have been made by now in wrestling.
If Rory Coyle ever gets off of the VHS tapes.
Yeah. If we ever modernize. Sean Lafari is currently battling Victor and Stardust, able to hold them both off there. Ari DDT onto Connor, the biggest man of the match. There's that move again.
Currently being counted out. In an
18. Instinct catches him off. So Connor has wrestled for quite a few years, tags into Victor. There's the move again out of desperation.
Connor is still there, able to take the momentum back.
Connor is a big man. He's called Big Con for a reason.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Ari's been relying on that technique, you gotta think. There's the Cobra Clutch.
Victor able to fight out of it.
Ari wins using his brother's own submission move. John came into the ring to celebrate straight away. Almost as if the team has a hive mind of some sort.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the tap there.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Ari Davari picking it up for the Premier Athletes. In view of the new addition of Sean Davari, so far the faction has been unstoppable. Congratulations to him. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is with quite a little bit at stake for the tag division, as this will crown the #1 contender for the tag championship. Two teams looking to come for the title, one of which have been the North of Josh Alexander and Ethan Page. And the second being the recently returning DIY.
We saw a bit of viciousness out of DIY. Maybe, a little mad they were taken out of the tournament via injury, but they are back. They are here. They are looking to get right back into the title picture.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, both skilled singles competitors. In fact, all four of these men are skilled singles competitors who are also just very good at tag teams. In general, got experience with The Way, with Austin Theory, for instance, for Gargano. You've got Men of the Year with Scorpio Sky for the case of Ethan Page. Timothy Thatcher for Tommaso Ciampa. They've had quite a few partners in their time.
Yeah, and having a variety of partners just teaches you more and more about the tag team game. So it's it's an interesting matchup we have here.
Indeed it is, and to be fair, we have two of the best light heavyweight wrestlers in the world. One could argue beautiful roll into the kick there. Gargano catching off early. Not giving even a Page the rest, but Page able to DDT and tag it to Josh Alexander, followed by a tag to Ciampa.
Josh recently making a return after some, interesting and kind of awkward situations, but come back supporting Ethan. Both of them embracing the dark a bit more. One more than the other is we've seen darker sides of Ethan before, but
Josh is really embracing the ideology of walking a weapon.
yes,
The idea of just not caring anymore about the crowd. I mean, to be fair, Nick Nemeth walked into TNA, won the TNA Championship, a title that Josh Alexander, let me remind you, is the longest reigning holder of that championship.
yeah. Definitely has
A right to claim.
A claim, an affiliation, a belief that they have a say in what is appropriate in regards to the title.
Yeah, you know what? He sounds more like Steve Macklin every day. Dive back into the initial starting pair. Beautiful, beautiful neckbreaker powerbomb there from the North.
Amazing combination.
Yeah, I believe that was, in fact, the North's finisher. It's a technique that put a lot of people down in the past.
Yeah, I mean, it's, one of those, it really does separate the two impacts quite a bit,
Yeah.
The whip of the neck followed by the back slamming into the ground.
Yeah, I believe they refer to it as the murder go round, though it's not quite the spinning variant.
It's not quite as much of a wild ride.
Yeah, we've not quite seen the Northern Assault, the torture rack technique into a spine buster from Mr. Alexander. Absolutely devastating move, though.
Ethan there wrenching at the neck a bit, getting some extra torque in before hitting the DDT.
And a forearm there by Josh Alexander, clocking Gargano on the jaw.
Looks like the North might be looking to target Gargano's neck, and I believe it was Gargano that got knocked out that
It was
them out of the
indeed.
tag tournament. So.
It absolutely was Gargano eliminated out of nowhere.
Trying to maybe capitalize on, maybe hoping he's not fully recovered. Double enziguri, just a mini version of the meeting in the middle.
Yeah, clap Josh Alexander on both of his earmuffs.
Yeah, don't know how much your ear protection's going to help you against that one.
I mean, it'll help a little bit, but you're still taking a blow to the head. It's not going to stop an injury per se. You want proof of that? Look at American football, where there's even bigger helmets.
Scooper slam. Ethan Page getting him up off the
Page
ropes.
now the legal man. Even very cocky since winning the NXT Championship, but I guess if you're Ethan Page and your name's all ego, well,
Cockiness is sort of par for the course for Ethan
it's
Page.
kind of an essential skill, I'd argue.
Show tackles in the corner.
Because if you're not being cocky, what are you being? Tommaso Ciampa has been cut open. Notes.
Yeah, he's definitely got a graze at least. Fujiwara armbar broken up, too deep into the enemy territory, as it were.
I'm not seeing any vicious bleeding yet. Definitely has been marked up in the contest. Tactic Gargano. There's a double enziguri. Cracking on the neck, I think, of Ethan Page.
Yeah, it's you want to target my neck. How about we target yours? Sort of situation. We've seen it with various competitors in New Japan that take that mentality, and those are some of the scariest matches when they decide to go all out on it.
Indeed they are. Josh and Gargano lead a man. DDT off the jump. Down go both men. Both recover at the same time. Only for Josh to capitalize with a headlock.
Yeah, we say a lot of time with jumping moves like that, you're putting your whole weight into the situation. In that case, Gargano might have just needed to, just with how big of a person Josh Alexander is. Gargano escaped, locked in.
Josh, nearly. I think we'd probably have made the ropes if he didn't just kick out.
Yeah, he was able to power out. And now we've broken down a little bit.
As I say, there's a technique that's a bit derivative of the merry-go-round. Oh no, not again!
4 spike, and Gargano is out again.
Gargano is in a state. I see medical staff is already rushing for the back. They're fearing for the worst here.
Yeah, two injuries like that in a row is not good.
No, especially when it's the neck. Especially when it's the C4. You hate to see that side to Josh, but it wins at matches.
Yeah, it's called a spike for a reason. He is spiking your head into the ground.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort, but looks like Ciampa gonna have to wait again. Hope that Gargano is fine. We will provide updates, but for now, the #1 contenders are the North. And that was a brutal display.
Yeah, it's not how it's maybe not how we would want to end the show, but that is our last match for today.
Yeah, we don't have anything planned on the back panel. It's just gonna be that's very bittersweet. You gotta feel for Gargano. Just got back in the scheme of things, and it's very stop, start. It's a big momentum killer.
We'll have to see, what the eventual fallout of this is, but that will be a tale for another day, as that is us for the week. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching all the way through. We encourage you to subscribe and stick around for future episodes. We try and do one of these at least every week.
Yeah, usually early week, so Monday to Wednesday, depends on the filming schedule. Sometimes humanity happens and it's out of our control. Yeah, as is the Portal 2.
Things happen. Our lives are just as unstable as the Multiversal Portal is.
Yeah.
If not more so.
Probably more so in my case, not gonna lie. But either way, we will be back next week. We do hope that you come see us once again, and as always, have a wonderful day.
Ta-ra.
Take care.